All right, so the next thing I need to work on is oiling. So this is what's called an AccuSump. Essentially, it has a piston inside of here. On one side is air, which is compressible. Other side is oil, which is not compressible. So you hook this up to essentially your oil pump. Your high pressure side hooks here. When you start up your engine, it starts filling with oil whenever you're over the PSI that you pump it up to here. So if you're at 40 PSI, it's not going to start filling with oil unless you're over 40 PSI of oil pressure. Typically you'd set it to like 10 to 15 or so. So what this does is, if you're in a high G corner and your oil pump gets starved of oil and you lose oil pressure, this will start pushing out. So as soon as oil pressure is lower here than what's on top, it'll start pushing your oil back into the engine, so you don't ever lose oil pressure in high G corners. This is a takeoff plate, so typically we have our oil filter here. This will go in the same spot, but it has an adapter for AN lines. These are called AN lines. So we have oil pressure coming out here. It'll go into our remote filter. So an oil filter just screws on into this. And the way it works is oil comes in, goes through your filter, and then it goes out through these ports. You have option of 2 ports in or 2 ports out, depending on location in your engine bay, etc. So the oil comes in, it'll go out. It will have one line going straight to the accumulator. The other line will go straight to our oil cooler. And then this will go back into the engine, to the bearings, etc. We also have a 1/8 NPT port here that will thread a temperature sensor into, and then we'll put oil pressure in there as well. So it's a pretty simple design. The hard part's going to be finding the space to put everything in there. These are called push lock lines or push lock fittings, which are supposedly pretty hard to assemble. I guess we'll find out. This is called push lock hose, and essentially you just push it on there, and then it's nearly impossible. Well, it is impossible to remove without destroying your hose.